and bring the heavy amounts of physical damage, and now they've got that. Damn, Cuckoo set looks amazing.
The Tinker?
Yeah.
I like the PA.
It looks like Robocop, but like Tinker. Okay, maybe Gadget.
I like this PA set as well. His outfits are pretty cool. And then for some reason Drow has purple leaves as shoulders.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know about that. What is that?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem right. It's like she just stole. Well, you know, like a big thing about like Drow Ranger's items, and she's like she steals everything.
Yeah,
because she just picks up all the crap off the ground.
Pat in the woods.
Hey, would you want to wear something like that?
No.
Probably someone just got and said, "This is a fashion crisis," throws it to the ground. Drow Ranger's like, I'm a fashion crisis. I'll take this. Actually,
it does look like a fashion crisis. This is like a bit all over the place. Okay, let's talk about the game though.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I think in this game I favor TNC a lot more relative to last game. I don't know if they're favorites on this draft-wise, but I like their chances better just because of the way their lineup matches up against EG's and the fact that they don't have a front line. If TNC's lanes go well and they have these key items come out, the Batrider, Blink Dagger, and both PA and Tinker have farm, I actually think EG are going to lose this one late game. I think the Radiant lineup is extremely powerful at team fighting this time. They solved that problem by having both the Sand King and the Silencer. They have good lanes, and EG's lineup is very one-dimensional, I want to say.
You're not going back for this, are you? Is he going to try and deward? He's going to deward the Sentry Ward and keep his Observer Ward alive. They're going to spend another 100 gold on this to try and stop the block.
Very nice.
And that started up nicely from 1437. He knew exactly, but he couldn't attack high ground. He didn't see up the hill, so he had to walk all the way around to attack it. I was going to say, man, that's a really great win for TNC. Now they can open up their pull. And now your off-lane would be more scared, but...
I think what TNC should do is they give Raven this rune. He buys a sentry immediately.
How about Tims and Sam H can just kill off Arteezy?
Well, that's another way of getting gold, I guess.
Yeah, Arteezy. You try and turn around when he's gone for he's already gone for the precision aura. That's going to happen when you're running a 5-range lineup.
Yeah, this rune is TNC's, I think. They're going to get 3 runes.
Crit's going to try and contest it as well.
He is going to regret that. Oh, Tims!
He didn't cut through! He ran around, and now, well, where's your Burrow Strike? It's going to be 3 runes again to TNC. That's how last game started, but this time around, First Blood will go the way of TNC, okay, and there's nothing Arteezy can do about it.
He held the stun the whole time and used it as a finishing move when they didn't even need it. That's pretty funny. Alright, anyway.
Guaranteed, man. There's no KSing in a team game.
Why not? Why not get the kill on the Sand King? I mean, I think it's arguably better to have it on the Sand King so he gets fast tranquils.
Oh, Zai, he found the courier. They tried to send it around the corner. Tim's Burrow tries to try and cancel the attack, but it's the salve that was moving in towards middle lane for Cuckoo. He wanted to be aggressive against Samael, and now they both have exactly the same thing. They're both double stacking. Cuckoo's running the Ring-a-Ring-a Rosie, and Samael's keeping the creep wave closer on his side.
Yeah. The players are going to try to avoid what we saw in the last game when I mentioned the double waving. Want to prevent that from happening. So you're going to run in these like weird circles to not get completely outnumbered on creeps. Samael has still managed to set up somewhat of a like 1.5 wave here. And Cuckoo will be pushed into his tower, but this is not too bad. Like this is definitely manageable for the Tinker.
Zion 1437 are beating the crap out of each other. Raven would love to attack into him, but a quick Shikuchi away, having that early Blightstone makes Zion's harassment actually quite difficult. Not to mention he also blocked up the pull that 1437 was attempting.
Did you just say Shuki?
No.
Good.
No. I hope not.
No, you didn't. I just remembered. You had like this full year where that spell was called Shuki.
You're not allowed to actually start putting those thoughts in my head. You meant to help me, Cinder, and not give me bad ticks for TI. Like, that's the worst thing ever.
Here comes Shuki.
Oh, Shikuchi, damn it.
Oh, nice fast dagger there from Raven. Will break the clarity of Zai. So far, so good for the laning for EG, though. They're getting very good CS on both the Drow and the Puck. Mid lane is a bit contested once again. Tims is securing Cuckoo a good start on the Tinker. And as it looks right now with Cuckoo's skill build, he is doing the aggressive killing route with 2 in laser and 1 in missile. No marches just yet. Might still see him go the march route after this, just having a bit of an early harassment build in lane. But it's very telling. His next skill points will be very telling for TNC's read on how to play this game, because I think both builds in this game are viable. One is, we think we're going to get pushed by Drow, I'm going to get March, and the other one is, we think we're going to be better at fighting than them early on, and we can just kill them before they take our towers if we max our nukes. I'm going to see what he chooses to go for. Top rune, crits.
Yeah, crits on the run from Tims. Meanwhile, Samael as well as Zaya teaming up on Cuckoo, and they've got the damage. It's so much negative armor when you've got the Swarm plus the Blightstone.
Swarm, Blightstone, Drow Aura. And Tinker has no defensive play, except lasering a hero. That's a pretty big problem in this game when you have these two mobile ranged heroes for the Dire in the mid lane that like to just be able to at least get away somehow. Has to rely on protection from his teammate, and Tims was not in the right position to save him from them.
I still want to flag a bigger issue. It's the fact that Universe once again is having a great offlane. Zai, with the pulling, completely messed up the equilibrium, but it's that bonus damage that he's had early on that's allowed him to go 18-5. He's got more CS than Arteezy has managed to achieve. And this is against like the safe lane PA, who's now 13-0. You managed to catch up a little bit underneath the tower. And, well, okay, there goes Zeiss. I did do something about him now. Cuckoo has the nukes, and Tim's had the Burrow Strike.
Yep. Weaver has to be a little bit careful in the mid lane. The amount of burst damage that the Radiant has in there is really high. But this is something we've seen a lot of times from EG. They put Universe off lane. No,
that's not going to work out. Not with crit there.
They put Universe off lane on this puck, and then he has either Drow or Maiden or both auras. There was a lot of games like that, I think, in the Kiev Major. And then they start out with one hero in his lane to help him get a head start. And they get a very farmed puck as a result. And that's what Weaver accomplished in the first 2 minutes, just helping out Universe get a good start, and then he went in to get that kill in mid earlier. Universe, nice defense play, getting away from that harass, and actually forcing a salve out of Raven here as well in this wave.
And SamH is really trying to get up in the face of this safe lane of EG. As much pressure as possible.
He's gonna get a decent amount up here. This safe lane of TNC is, or sorry, of EG is not that strong. The Drow is one of the weakest heroes in the game until level 6. And oh, that was actually a kill.
Yeah. Zai as well as Universe once again. Like right now, they're not even getting like the huge amount of bonus damage. There's only 10 bonus damage coming in from the puck, but catching him out. Again, try to get in the way. Like 1437 throwing his body in the line so Zai cannot continue to creep pull and take the farm away from Raven, but Raven can't survive this. He's out of consumables on the safe lane. He needs more life.
That's a big problem for him. There's only one tango coming in from Silencer. He has to buy something. Die thinking about it. Cutting the wave. And top lane SamH. So the interesting thing about this game is that every core in the game is having a decent amount of farm. Like, nobody's actually sacked.
That's actually a nice play. Phantom striked himself forward, so he got hit by the Orb of Universe, but Zai wasn't able to finish him off. Tim's also started his TP in very quickly, 1437's here, and they're going to finally secure. In fact, they may actually just have to give the farm to Tim's. Yeah, they're sending Raven all the way back home. This kill of Phantom Assassin is just getting gimped so hard.
That's not too bad if you look at the CS. Like all the 6 core heroes are doing fairly well. I mean, Raven would obviously like to do better than this, but given the circumstances, I think 25 CS at this point against this lane is pretty respectable. And he would like to have more, of course. Like it's not the perfect game, but as far as the CS goes, EG have a lead of about, I guess, on average, like 5 CS across their cores, and a bit of a gold lead here, but it's to be expected when they run a Drow lineup like this. What really is going to make things come together is the first couple of fights, especially that the Bat Rider manages to set up for the Radiant. If they work, then this gold lead of EG will not be sufficient.
Raven's trying to kill off crit, rotated up towards the top lane. Arteezy with just the level 1 gust, dissuading Raven, but the lane change up. Let's see how long it lasts for. You've already got Zai here. Raven needs someone to jump back out to. They TP'd in to help out, but it was SamH who went to the shrine. He didn't actually go all the way in, but Crit and Arteezy, they've come out so far to try and fight Raven that maybe SamH can capitalize. Tim's moving up too. They see him thanks to the Dire Observe Ward. Arteezy completes his TP out to safety. Zai, Shikuchi will get him away to safety, and Crit, well, he dies for the cause.
It would have been 2 kills for TNC if there was a dust on the Sand King. I think he's going to buy one soon. After that, it's going to annoy him that Zai was just able to freely run away there. either him or Sam H might see pick up a Dust of Appearance. Currently just flying out another healing salve for Raven.
They have to give him something. Like, top lane is the best place for him. At least TNC can do, like with 1437 on the bottom lane, he can soak up some levels, do some harass range against the Park, but he knows he can't contest it. Not until Cuckoo has BTs. Then the dynamic of this game can change.
Yeah, that's still going to take quite a while. Male in this mid lane having a good time. Generally, I would say this is a...
Kuchi just got burnt from the Weaver. They've got a 3-second window now to catch out Zai. Lasso's available. They're going to commit it, but the Dream Call from Universe trying to counter off the gank. Zai, he's able to Kuchi himself away to safety, and Bat Rider will fall. Is TNC being aggressive, but underneath the Tier 1 tower. They get punished, and punished hard.
That's... They got the tower down low. They forced 2 TPs, and EG have 2 low heroes, and all they got was a kill on Bat Rider, which was definitely needed. If EG didn't get a kill there, that wouldn't have been very good for them with that nice 3-man call from Universe. But yeah, good play from both teams in my opinion. They forced the rotation out of TNC, forced the rotation and put pressure, and EG respond very quickly and salvage the situation.
You got the puck off bottom lane. Raven has more space to farm up.
Yeah.
You've still got Cuckoo getting more and more space as this Tinker in mid. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe the sacrifice, the aggression and the rotation from EG was all worth it. Tim's Observe Ward down. Not sure if Crit knew what happened. 1437 starts his TP out. He goes all the way home. He ain't taking any chances.
Mid lane here. I still think this is going to be very crucial. The Tinker's BOTs are important. And Sumail and the Mirana, I think this is generally a fairly Tinker-favored lane, but the Drow Aura makes a very big difference. And in addition, there's been quite a bit of chaos in here. The Courier being sniped level 1 is actually the reason. We haven't really talked too much about that, but that was the 1k gold lead EG had, was the Courier snipe. So... mid lane Sumail sitting in Invis.
Yeah, but there's a sentry ward. It's just a little bit further to the north. It sees Zai coming in, so Cuckoo knows he has to back up, but the arrow from Sumail and the Starfall damage, binding with the swarm of Zai.
Very nice kill.
Allows for a very good kill as well. The timing of it was perfect. He's hitting it now, 1600 gold. Really trying to get the BTs. Sam H.
Universe is taking a lot of damage from this flame break.
With the curse as well, 1437, the damage. They need more. They don't have it. Puck gets home.
First went Soul Ring. Puck. I think that's the first time I've seen that. So generally what he does is he goes Treads and then into straight Blink. Looks like he wants to solve some mana problems. We've seen Raindrop being the solution in the past. Raindrop plus Wand can often take you pretty far, but Soul Ring you definitely will not have those mana problems to push out waves. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. Maybe it's been happening recently in games I haven't watched, but Soul Ring on Puck don't go hand in hand in my book. That's very...
Does seem like an odd combination, especially when you have like the natural regeneration. I suppose he got 5 a second.
It makes a lot of sense. I play a lot of Puck myself, and often you find yourself without mana. But usually the way you go around it, as I said, is that you get a Raindrop and then into Yules after the Blink, but it still takes a long time, and maybe he's just been testing this out, where if you go Soul Ring, you can farm so much faster that after 10 minutes it's paid for itself. And then it's better than going for the Blink. Regardless.
1437. Just going to go for a quick curse over on Zai. Universe going to orb himself away to safety as TNC. They brought 4 heroes to bottom tower, and they still don't get it. The catapult too strong.
Arteezy activated the Drow Aura. And that range creep, or that siege creep, just did 100 damage in one shot. And they were not ready for that.
Oh, Cuckoo. He's not ready for this. At least he has his BT, so even if he dies right now, which he definitely does, he still has his BTs available. But Sumail going for more. 1437 burns the shrine. Sam H was thinking about coming into it, into the regeneration area, but now this just allows EG to look for a third kill, going one after the other. Universe was going to be safe. The Lasso just cannot control anything when Crit's nearby.
And as I mentioned before this game started, if TNC get through the laning stage well, they're going to have a really good chance. This laning stage looked okay 5 minutes ago, but now it's starting to really hurt. They've lost 2 towers, they've lost multiple heroes. Top 3 on CS are EG's heroes, and EG are only going to get more and more key items now. So I think this laning stage didn't go well enough for TNC. That doesn't mean they can't come back and take some good fights here, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle. They might need to buy time, but I feel like with every minute they're going to get more and more out-farmed and get picked off. So it's a bit of a tricky situation they've put themselves in here.
5k behind, approaching 6k. At least the experience is only 2,000 in favor of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, it's the courier snipe has such a
the
big impact
arrow,
on this
the
game.
observer ward, Samael just saw it perfectly. Tim's had no idea what hit him until it literally hit him.
Samael is playing without Moonlight Shadow.
Suppose when your team doesn't need it?
I guess so.
This isn't no Heroes of New Earth team. You're gonna have to Moonlight Shadow at level 6 without attacking.
I think the Moonlight Shadow is, you know, it's also an aggressive tool. Use it to find ganks and set up arrows for yourself, but so far in this game hasn't needed it. And of course, if you go for this build, you have a really high damage advantage versus the WoW.
Well, everyone else is happy about that. 44 damage is being added to every other hero on EG at the moment.
He didn't take a talent either. Skilled arrow over 150. But yeah, the Drow is doing great. And usually what we've seen teams do against EG when they run their Drow, that they try to contest the Drow's lane and shut down Arteezy so that the team doesn't benefit so much. But then the other two lanes generally go well. And TNC's approach in this game was different. More focus on their safe lane and mid lane, and so far that has not paid off at all as they were hoping. I'm still waiting for TNC to try to make a move. Like, they finally have all of their abilities online that they should want to have. They have Global Silence, Sand King Stun Epi, they have Lasso with drums, but they're not finding a play.
No. They've been here before. Like,
they're finding Tinker.
Yeah, bottom lane, back to the tier 2 tower. Zai's nearby, and the laser at least going to stop him from killing him off.
Oh, Universe was so close to coiling there.
Man, they actually need that Aghanim Scepter up. Like, everyone needs to be blinded this game. Like, they're using Regeneration Rune as bait. Samael, hello! Threw the arrow up, looking for a target. They go for the curse. 1437 doesn't have mana. Now he does for the Global Silence, allowing to find the kill onto Samael. Sam H will take it for the 451 gold. And they'd love to get a little bit more. And the tier 1 tower appears to be their target.
Oh, Universe.
Yeah, he's managed to find one. Burrow Strike from Tim's mistimed. He was looking to catch Universe mid-jaunt away. But Universe, Dream Call, holds Tim's as well as Sam H in position. Crit. Not finding any opportunity. They don't have Reveal against the SK, allow him to go for another Burrow Strike. You do have the Silence from Universe, at least allowing... Okay, no, there it is. The Lasso. It's not allowing for anything. I was going to say... allowing Sam H just to watch everything going on.
Yeah, EG are dropping the ball a little bit there. I feel like they didn't need to lose anyone else than just the Mirana. And TNC get more than what they came for. They got 3 kills, almost got the tower. And the Mirana kill in itself was really good, but they're going to be feeling very happy with what they just accomplished there in the last minute. Pretty much knocked EG's advantage in half within 30 seconds.
It's that point where you feel like you found nothing. You smoke gank, you go through the entire jungle, you get Observer wards down. It's like the consolation prize to a smoke. Then you wait for Tinker to actually have a crack at him. Yeah, but then you find the 3 kills around the baited Samael.
Yeah.
At least EG do have good aggressive wards, so they're watching Sam H pretty closely. He's rapidly approaching his own Blink Dagger, sitting it now at 1900 gold, and EG have been very good at shutting down those heroes that are looking for those critical items. Originally it was keeping the BTs of Tinker down, then they just turned their attention towards the Batrider.
Lane, Samael, oh, just barely missing that arrow on 1437. He was AFK, so it missed. He was literally standing still. There was an arrow flying right next to him. He didn't see it at all. He just stood there and was like, oh, that's fortunate.
Cinder and Sky to avoid arrows. Take hands off keyboard and mouse.
Stand still. It's the classic thing with, you remember, Sing Sing used to play a lot of Mirana back when he was playing competitively, and he said it's way harder to hit arrows in pubs than in competitive because I have no idea what these idiots are doing. But this time it's the other way around, you know? And it's just next level to pot him. You just stand still and he arrows and you're like, oh, there's an arrow.
My prediction skills are meant to be amazing. You've got Samael, like, you think at the moment from TI6, his prediction arrow was absolutely perfect, and... Yep.
Can't predict if your enemy takes his hands off the keyboard.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Well, you add the RNG.
Let's try to catch up a little bit on items. So Raven went for a Vanguard build this game on his Phantom Assassin. Felt like he needed to tank up. This makes the hero very tanky. He has 150 health talent and a Vanguard, as well as the wand to go. So tanky and sustainable against this this dire lineup. building in toward the Deso. Actually, we might need to wait with the rest of the items.
They Moonlight
this is a big moment. SamH could make a big play here.
The smoke is broken now. They don't have detection. Moonlight Shadow will wear off in 2 seconds' time, so they Firefly up. The Sentry Ward is down, so they found their target with a false promise. Allows Samael to bail out of this one. The Dream Call, making sure Sanking has to stay exactly where he is. He has his epicenter available, but EG don't lose anybody. A quick Sandstorm. Zai, Burrow Strike away. Tim's on the run from him. He has enough damage. Of course, he's got a frickin' Drow Ranger behind him. So Zai, Shikuchi's forward. They want trigger off the Shrine, and they're going to get it. Universe jaunted himself into the middle of all of TNC. They're bailing out of the Shrine.
Oh,
the arrow will connect onto Tim's. He knew what he was going to do that time, but no one from EG is close enough, or is he? Zai, you know he just wants to slip through the back lines and find somebody, but with Universe down, maybe think like a second thought about it.
That was a bit of a pretty scrappy fight, but at the end of the day, I think TNC come out slightly ahead there. They get the mid tower. They lost their silencer before he even got global off, so that fight could have been a lot better for them if he got that spell off. But EG still, you know, managed to at least get a kill on their way out.
That Shadow Blade being put to use already as the Batrider Tims, the Burrow Strike. It'll save SamH. He went down to 60 HP. The Global Silence combining with the Epicenter. They turn around onto Drow Ranger with the Flame Break. She'll burn from this, or will she? The damage to keep her alive. She'll stay alive. Okay. No, here comes another Sentry Ward. Cuckoo with his TP forward finds the kill onto Arteezy. Crit did everything humanly possible with no false promise.
Toby, I think he's gonna die. Oh, it actually takes longer than I thought. Maybe he's fine.
Man, get the bug off that 1437. It's the infestation. Ravens going in. The silence is there from Universe with the lasso. Quickly from Samael. Support is there. Crit this time around. He had the false promise to break it. But you've lost Samael. You're losing more. Maybe Raven. This is his time to shine. Needs the vision once more. Zai fighting at Invis. Cuckoo brings him the support. March the machines to give the cover fire. PA still trying to get the bug off him and get rid of that negative armor. Zai running through the march of the machines. Revealed for half a second and gets rocketed to oblivion. EG! Ouch. Man, you're calling the other fight scrappy. That's scrappy do right there.
That was even more scrappy. Okay, Silencer did die, Toby, so that was the important part.
Critical loss.
Saw it coming. Saw it coming when they went on him. He was definitely going to get into a 30-second fight and die in the middle of that. But
he got Global Silence off, GG.
I thought he was going to die really fast, but actually a very nice counterplay there from TNC. So 1437 ran to the left, and they were chasing him with both the Mirana and the Weaver, and if both of them get like 2 attacks off, he just dies. But there was a very quick Stifling Dagger from Raven to slow down the Mirana, and then they counterplayed and turned it around very nicely. And at the end of the day there, EG again not really getting as much out of it as they would have hoped. Their gold lead is now down to 2k, and most of the time when we see EG have like this 5 or 6k lead with their Drow strats, they keep it. They roll with it, they extend it, and then they end the game at around 25-30 minutes. This game, that's just not going to happen. I don't think EG can break the base that early, and they need to play for plan B.
But this was the problem you're talking about, the drafting phase. This is why you were favoring TNC a little bit more. And while... Okay, no, bottom lane's not going to be a fight.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I'm surprised SamH, he doesn't have lasso. It's on 5-second cooldown. He doesn't want to fight into it.
Oh, there's many EG heroes here.
Yeah, Blink Dagger just arrived. Tim's run away, but no! Universe, not only will he get the kill, he'll take the courier with it. Blinking forward, finding the pick.
Is that the Tinker Ward that set all of that up? I think
it was the Tinker Ward.
Yeah, that's not really what you put it for, but, you know, nice.
You'll take what you get.
Yeah.
But it's still the underlying problem you're talking about. The fact that EG just don't have that frontliner. Like, Zai is sort of becoming it, but he's spending most of his time invis running around, trying to do the damage, but you don't have that big pop damage yet from EG.
He needs to be so careful. There's no hero on the Dire that can just go in with confidence. And it's because of the Global Silence. If Global Silence wasn't in this game, I think EG would be playing very differently. But they can't just run in their Mirana, for example, and just try to go for a kill knowing that there's going to be a false promise. The moment you commit into a fight, you're committed, and you're not getting out again. Then you need to have the stronger firepower. I think it's going to have to mainly come from this Arteezy Drow that is closing in on Silver Edge, and then maybe start opening up on the PA. Take her out first. Good scan from the Radiant. They're reading this movement very well. And might be looking for a counterplay. Everything is ready on both sides for a fight.
Samael, the leap forward, needs to hit the arrow with the Dream Coil. Okay, that's where you use your magical burst damage to find the kill.
And that Tinker Ward has provided so much value. I think it just got panned out by SamH. He's like, You know what, guys? We just lost.
Wait. Are they going to realize that Roshan's being done? Does PA have a look inside the pit? Roshan's so low. Raven's walking straight past it. Now Roshan gets triggered. He'll realize it. The Burrow Strike, it catches two, including the Chikuchiing Weaver.
Wow.
Arteezy is away.
What a snipe,
Support is there.
Yeah, if there's one thing EG aren't lacking, it's physical damage. They can kill Roche pretty damn fast with a Crest, Swarm, and this Drow Ranger right-clicking. And Zai is going to be more than happy to die for the cause there.
Do you like the Silver Edge from the Drow Ranger?
Yeah, I do. It's strictly because of the PA, I think. And it's good enough, I think. Like, the Shadow Blade often provides the value that you need, but in this game, the upgrade is valuable enough to go for it straight away, I think. It's going to give them a chance to kill that PA. As you talked about, they have the burst. They just need to be able to control him a little bit.
Really good scan from EG. They scanned just north of Roshan, looking for the rotation from TNC, and they pinged on two heroes. Already understanding the Tinker was in the lane and the SK was hovering around because they did it before. They back up and hold near the tower where they have just a little bit more reinforcements, babysitting Arteezy more than anything else. But now if EG want to attack, there is still that aggressive Observer Ward. And of course, Mr. Invisible Arteezy just walks straight underneath
Raven, I don't...
They see Tims. Again, this is how Tims died last time on the top lane. Hiding in the trees, thought he was fine, but the Dire Vision, the Observer Ward just sees where the SK is preparing his attack.
They really want to fight this? TNC are sticking around. If Sumail shows on this bottom wave, they could go for a play. EG are splitting up now. They're pinging him out. This is a dead puck if they see it.
Yeah, such a long way, but it is still a Eul Scepter on the puck. He just blinked. He orbed.
He's dead if he gets
Question is, can he phase shift in time? He's able to do so. Global Silence. He's got the Eul Scepter available as well. Breaking free. Universe into the phase shift. Not only does he bait out the gank, he'll escape the gank, and Global Silence got burned for it. Bottom lane TPs are kicking in. Tims gets the Burrow Strike out, looking for the kill over on Zai. Rockets will fly forward. They saw which way Zai went. He went north. But there's no follow-up. In fact, Tims is going in into a different angle. It's to the Mirana. The Burrow Strike in. Arteezy. The epicenter is out. They dusted him up, so the reveal is on Arteezy. A gust creates a little bit of space, but not enough. Double sentries being planted down.
They just...
Yeah.
Oh, they stopped the TP out from Tinker. That's really big.
Cuckoo's got nothing left to fight with. 1437 can curse all he wants. Cuckoo kills himself on the edge of the Dream Call. The PA can do the work. Arteezy will fall. Both the sentries actually paying off. Now they turn their attention towards Zai. False Promise cannot protect him from the damage output that this PA can do. And they're looking for more. It's crit. Raven will have himself a double kill. Tims, the Burrow Strike, barely missing Universe. They could have been all dead. But EG will escape with Universe as the sole survivor of the EG war.
That is a really, really big gain for especially the PA. Look at that gold swing for him. 1,200 gold gained there for the PA, 800 for the Sand King, and in comparison, EG's heroes barely gaining anything. Just a little bit of gain for the puck, but TNC, this is getting scary now. I feel like TNC are leading the game, and you're looking at the gold, and it's like slightly EG favorite, but their game plan is just not working out well enough. And that could have gone even worse for them. If Universe isn't there with that very clutch coil on the Tinker, I think they would have been destroyed that fight. It would have been 5 for 1, 5 for 2 maybe. And Sumail just has to be very careful. This time again, he gets caught by the lasso with leap off cooldown, or on cooldown rather. That's right. He didn't have it. He just couldn't really do that much in that fight on his Mirana.
Zai. Stalking. Finding an Invis rune. If he really wants to do anything about Tims, if he has a little of extra help. They don't have that long range arrow. Crit's the only one who's nearby. So yeah, it looks like this is just going to be him trying to leech an Ancient. But Cuckoo is getting into a better position. Time and time again. Blink as well as BTs.
I think the
hard to catch him out.
Yeah, he got the lens. You generally get lens on Tinker when your next item is the Axe. Sometimes you can get it with Dagon, but I think the most common build-up is this exact one where the lens comes before the laser Axe upgrade, and then you focus a lot on just getting laser on 2 heroes every single cast.
I just broke the smoke. They had that smoke for a grand total of 0.5 seconds. And he still got the Observer Ward down. They burned a Dust Charge. So the Obs Ward will remain. and TNC waste initiation time.
Still gonna get the tower though. I don't think EG has any interest in defending something like this. It's hard right now. Raven, by the way, building into Manta style. Oh, they're gonna hesitate.
The scan pinged.
Back off.
It actually clipped onto Zai, who was just a little bit further up on the left. So they're very, very worried about an EG initiation.
Bit of the scan actually kind of working against them there. They were totally fine, but they don't have the information and gives EG a little bit of extra space to work with.
You see how defensive they are with their obs and sentry? Like they put both the obs and the sentry inside the lane on the bottom. So they're looking towards the tier 1 tower, looking for Drow Ranger to come in with that Silver Edge and move in and just attack. But it doesn't happen. Now they take the tower, and EG have continued to farm up the jungle in the meantime.
Raven is going to move in, start dealing damage to the tier 2 here. Puck gets caught by SamH here. This is pretty bad for EG. They don't have Oracle in any position to help. I think, yeah, they spotted each other there actually. But SamH has kind of made a perimeter here that EG aren't interested in coming into, so they're going to go for the top tier 1. They will get it. TC takes a beating though.
But at the same time, the tier 2 tower's gone. So yep. tier 1 and tier 2 for a tier 1. You'll take that trade, especially with the Tinker on the field. This is more space for Cuckoo, more money for Cuckoo. He's now 100 gold away from having that Aghanims.
Damn, so strong right now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's a Phantom Assassin. Deso, Manta, and Vanguard. I'm not certain how they kill him.
They have to...
And if they even focus him. Like, do you focus a different target in the fight?
PA is the biggest kill they can find, I think. But it's also one of the harder ones. They need the Silver Edge attack to break Blur, and then they need to hit a stun. The problem is their reliable stun is Dream Coil, and that doesn't last very long.
1437 may die here. He's a little bit out, but at the same time, Martizi being initiated on that Blink Burrow Strike. He's the bigger kill. Starts his TP. They need a crit, and with the damage they have, it will be enough.
Oh!
Woohoo! Ah, goodbye, universe!
Oh, I love playing this hero.
You just love the Grave of Swords.
Oh!
Another hit, Zai!
It feels good just to watch it, you know?
Time-lapse this.
Yep, he will. But too late.
He's still taking the damage. He didn't want to go back into that horrible area. If he waited half a second longer, he might have been able to kill off the courier.
Alright, Raven, slow down. Don't crit on every attack, then you won't have it for the fight.
Yeah, because he can control that. Just put down the Lucky Charm for a second.
This is kind of funny. You look at crit, and he has 7 urns on the Oracle, but he just can't use them in the fight because heroes are getting bursted too fast. Like, he doesn't really get to heal people up. It's very uncharacteristic to see this many charges on an urn in a competitive game. It happens quite a lot in pub games where you're not watching your economy with it. Doesn't have many of this urn.
Maybe he's just got to put on the Tinker every time he sees him, but...
Yeah, that's pretty good, but he's never going to be in range.
Yeah, the range is the issue. Phantom Assassin are going to be on the run and evade the attack from Zai. Alright, Roshan is up in about 10-15 seconds.
Both teams can kill this very fast. PA, one of the best heroes at killing Roshan. Innately wants to go for minus armor, has the crit, has the evasion, so she can just solo it. Even with just this 10% lifesteal talent, can easily solo out a Rosh here. And
now
EG, they need to make a move now.
That Abyssal's so close for Raven. Like, they're actually going to have straight lockdown control now, too.
Got the bat.
Yeah.
This guy is going to kill everyone if they don't get him under control.
There goes the arrow. They're inside of Roshan. The PA illusion's on its way into. They deal with it quickly, committing Rift as well as some decent abilities. He's already triggered off his aura. And Tim's, well, wait for the timing. Roshan is low. Stifling Dagger goes in. Rockets as well. Roshan killed by the dive. And the epicenter! TNC! Lacquering it on top of Evil Genius. It's Arteezy. Chris trying to keep him alive. Maybe it was enough heal. We'll see if he does pop or not. He doesn't. He's back to full life. They had the buyback from the Weaver. They need to win this fight, but Raven, he's in the thick of it. Looking for the crit. SamH will fall. They'll lose a Gem of True Sight. The Burrow Strike creating a little bit more space here from Tims. They need a little bit more here, TNC. They haven't done it just yet. 1437 will fall. Is there buybacks? You've still got Tims as well as Raven. This two-man basher army killing off Evil Geniuses. Raven with the ultra kill. And Evil Geniuses committing heavily into that.
Yeah, they bought back both the... What's that?
It was just Weaver.
So they bought back the Weaver, but they dive 5 heroes. Who even got the Aegis in that mess?
I honestly, like...
Aegis was on Sumail, and he died again. The cheese is also used.
Cheese was consumed.
It might have been Arteezy who had it. He got healed to full.
Cheese was consumed by Arteezy.
Yeah. But in spite of that, so they had Aegis, Cheese, and a buyback, and they lost the fight. That's pretty bad. But of course, like the positioning EG are in to take that Roche is a huge gamble play. I think it was the right choice to try to go for it. But if they get caught like that, 3 or 4-man laser twice, epicenter, 3-man burrow, you're just not winning that fight. But they kind of had to do something. They felt like the game was slipping away.
Are they going to force this? The Burrow Strike! The Sentry Ward was down. They saw him with a fresh Abyssal Blade in the front lines. Zai is gone. That's a dive back for him, and Cuckoo's looking for more. Crit has to false promise himself, allowing them to lasso Universe, bringing him down. And the bottom racks, it was Evil Geniuses that helped TNC fall apart. Now the shoe is most definitely on the other foot. And they get another blink Burrow. Crit will fall. Arteezy trying to be the cannon under the tier 4 towers. They will actually bring down Sam H. The PA into the back lines. The laser, the rockets, the bash. Arteezy will fall. And EG will lose a second lane of racks guaranteed. The question is, how much longer do they stick in this game? Do they believe they still have what it takes? The draw lineup has failed.
It's pretty much failed at this point. I mean, it's still possible. I don't think they should GG out. There is a chance of getting a fight that they win. And the reason, I think the chance that they have is still that PA doesn't have a BKB. He might buy one now, or he might just go even harder on the damage. So they can kill Raven with the right combination where everything just clicks. Like you hit a good arrow, you get Silver Edge off, and everyone bursts him. It is really, really hard, though. And I don't think they're going to win the fight if they don't kill Raven first. I think he's just going to slowly kill everyone together with the Tinker.
But there's no way they can do it, though.
This Manta style was actually a really key pickup. He used it in that last fight at the Roche Pit to remove Fate's Edict. One of the good counterplays EG have to this PA, and it just doesn't exist. When he gets disarmed, he just breaks it and kills the Oracle right away, because Oracle has to expose himself to even get that spell off. And he can get punished really, really hard by Raven. And TNC, very well executed game in my opinion here. This is not easy to play. Like when you're playing against a draw lineup and you're this far behind this early, it's difficult. But they found the two fights that they needed. Put themselves in a great position, and now it looks like Raven, no BKB planned. He's gonna go for the butterfly once he gets that. I'm like,
yeah,
how do you kill this guy?
You don't. It's just that simple. Evil Geniuses can wish, hope, pray that he just goes in solo and away from everyone else from TNC, but they can't control. They don't have that wonderful chronosphere that Universe could bring in Game 1. Instead, it's Tim's being the aggressor. Tim's Burrow Strike catching out 2-3 heroes every time. He's only now just looking to build up his Aghanim Scepter. He's been hitting absolutely everything. I think he's done more control than we've seen from Sam H. Sam H is almost like that little distraction birdie, the red flag to the bull kind of thing. Go and attack this. Go and try and control this. Crit, you commit your false promise to control that.
That's actually true.
Like you can't.
He's level 15 on Bat Rider, and the Sand King's level 21.
You can't false promise 3 heroes in a line stun.
No. You cannot.
And now you got the BKB at least for Arteezy. He has this, but it's got no way to give distance. Like there's no Also keeping in mind, like he went for the Shadow Blade, the Silver Edge, to try and counter against the Phantom Assassin. He never was able to get his Hurricane Pike. He never was able to get that repositioning item, which you kind of need to have for Drow Ranger in the fight.
Yeah, it's a fair point that he could have gone for a Force Staff after that Shadow Blade, or maybe even before, and then finished the Silver Edge.
Oh, here they come.
Definitely hurt him.
Moonlight Shadow, they're right on top of TNC. How do they do it? The Global Silence 1437, cancelling them off. Zai is low. Does he have a way out of this one? Will he survive long enough? The Epicenter, BKB at least protects Arteezy for the moment, but Cuckoo into the trees, spamming out the damage, and Raven crits against Samael. Look at the damage! They can't even hit him! They're trying and trying, but the blind are hitting the very, very visible. EG will lose 4 and the game. TNC will get a 1-1 result by taking Game 2 in this first series of TI7.
If you pick Raven for your fantasy team, I think you gave a lot of points this game. 19-0, 230 C.